go to. Where he came from, it was like he dropped in out of the sky. So all of a sudden, where do I know Sooren from? Well, there was a time when in the city of Detroit, the ARF chapters were many, 5 or 6, and Sooren came to our chapter, which was called the Woodrow Wilson. I don't know how he showed up there. I don't know who brought him. It wasn't that easy even for somebody to, you know, all of a sudden he was there. And I don't know the story, how it happened. And usually in our group was a very interesting group. Most of us were professionals. I can't say doctors. There were several dentists. There were engineers, architects, and we were looking for people like that. We were a little elitist, and Sooren was this humble person that worked in a factory. And I remember distinctly saying, Sooren, you realize that we're a serious bunch of people here. I don't think he ever told his mother, his wife, how much the dues were, because he always paid in cash. When he had to come up with money, it was always, and I said, we're very serious, and he never let us down. So that's how I got to meet him through the years, and that was almost 40 years ago. It had to have been at least 1970 because we formed in 1967 or 68. Armin is here, you might remember the exact year. And to this day, maybe he remembers how Sooren showed up at one of our meetings.
I remember.
I can't remember, but maybe it was Barbie. In any event, I want to say, he was such an important person to me. Even if I didn't see him, I would tell my wife, you know, Sooren hasn't been around. I don't know whether to call. I don't know to go over there. This guy's not coming to church and sitting at the front door. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. And I guess I should have done more effort of it, but I didn't. But that didn't mean Sooren was out of my mind, because I told you, Sooren loved me, cared about me, and he was like that with almost everybody I can imagine. I thought it was special just for me, but apparently it wasn't. He loved everybody. Takes away a little bit of the luster.
Sorry.
In any event, one thing is for sure. If Sooren was a practicing Christian, obviously, it's appropriate that he died on Easter Sunday. My God, you couldn't ask for better than that. So, Astvaza Bash, the believer. And if there's a heaven, and if there's a God, you better believe Sooren is there. Sooren is there. I don't know if I know, but Sooren was a person that definitely is in heaven. I used to tell him, you ought to be a priest. He was such a loving man. And when I get notices of people who have passed, and I say, oh my God, we got to do this, we have to do that. The notice of his passing was distressful. Very distressful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.